Alright, look. As this entity has grown, okay, it's like tonight. It's that right there. It's tonight. Alright, we've already identified the average individual, how many hours of TVs in their head, images and videos and all that. Oh, and I need to do a follow-up, because this day and age you can't vent without a whole army of people going, hey man, we think you got a problem. It's like, why? Because I got a set of nuts? That's why I've tried to tell people. I'm like, do y'all not see how y'all have all turned into little bitty cowards? It's insane. Nobody has balls anymore. They all have vaginas. And they do. And it's sad. You know, but the average individual right now that's complied and obeyed everything that literally has been thrown in front of them, they're going to get in front of the TV tonight, you know, and they're going to watch that. But what we're going to do is just Google and see what it is. What is the State of the Union?
According to Wikipedia, the State of the Union Address is an annual message delivered by the President of the United States to a joint session of the United States Congress near the beginning of most calendar years on the current condition of the nation.
On the current condition of the nation? What is such a mockery with that? You don't need to fucking get up there and say anything. I'm serious. If you got to get up there and say something about the state of the nation right now, you literally have a mental illness. The army coming against me, that's like I've said. Do you see y'all the people that hate me, they upload so much shit from here, and they just can't see that the power given to them from the other side, which is demons, controls them, their thoughts and their thinking. And since they've never been in trouble, although they are, because now the eating disorder, it's never looked at, it's pushed. And so those individuals, as long as they think they take these and they help, they don't. That you're going to die just as soon as you would without them. It should make sense. But this connection to all this is it. They don't have nothing. They have no skill whatsoever. And it's very easy to get up there on a stage. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because listen, they tell you right in front of you. And I can speak about certain things because I see what they do. But look, this stage, on stage, there's going to be, it's just like in the churches, okay? There's going to be, 3 different sermons. You're going to have one sermon to the dummies, okay? And then you're going to have another sermon for the initiates. And then you're going to have another sermon for the elders, we'll say. So you've got 3 different sermons coming out at once. At once. All right? So tonight, during that, there's going to be several. There's going to be all kinds of signals being sent out to what's fixing to happen to the ones who hadn't been paying attention, because they speak in code. They speak in silent obedience. And they're raised at a young age and indoctrinated hardcore with no conscience. None. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Look, these individuals literally live lives pretending to be for Jesus. Listen to me. That's what, I know some of y'all have had that same thought, to where you see things and you're like, how did they get away with this? Because, you know, we're always ingrained that they're going to burn in hell forever. Well, when we're dealing with the real spirit world, which is in Scripture, and Ahrimanic impulses, Luciferian impulses and currents, then you can start to understand how human beings can be programmed. And then you can start to understand how, this is just real deep, but what these false prophets do, it doesn't matter where they're at. As long as the goy are there underneath them, They'll be financed and all this, that, and other because it's a very hidden, delicate, woven system that they have. And it sticks out to me like dog's penis, balls. And what they do is they talk to each other in this way. And y'all know that. And one of the reasons that so much of the secret society stuff has been unleashed is because it's all fixing to come to an end. It was all created to control the masses anyways. Okay? So, and through these cities, as the cities of dummies grew, this entity around those dummies grew with them. Do you understand? Because the cities are there, and then you've got people around there, literally assassins. And they're there to get orders from the elders to pop shit off in the community, to scare the citizens and the residents, whatever it is. But they do it on purpose. And then that generation grows, and then eventually there's false ideologies created in there of, oh no, we grew up here, it happened. It's no, they did it. Look, this is some shadow spirit hiding motherfuckers, man. Let me tell you, my dog, when it fucks up and you yell at it, you can see it scours off real close to the ground. Like, I don't even know how it walks. And that's what I see them as, because they're sneaky as shit. It's how they've been. And when you really study these fucking spirits of Saturn, and then you can apply that shit of like spirit world, which I can't explain any of that. And then what they do here, it's the same shit. It's just in physical form. It is fucked up. And they get into people's heads. You know what I mean? This damn nasty Ahrimanic spirit, it's in their head through this shit. And they can't understand through their whole life. You know, it's insane. It's just like the suits and ties. You know, there's mainly just a couple of groups that benefit from all that out of billions. And the dummies cannot put that together. That because they were raised in a system. You know, but there's going to be different things coming out. And I can see them. And truthfully, I've been so far out of this bullshit because I know the whole system it's all Saturn. That's easy. But it's not. But they create, all government comes from Saturn. Every bit of it. It all comes from the will, from this right here. This is where the government comes from this. And inside of here, you've got governors, which govern their orbit, which would be the big boys. They govern certain circuits. And then you get charged, and you got to go to circuit court because that charges you, but you don't know that. So now you get charged, and that's a circuit, but you don't know that, so you go to circuit court because Saturn is the furthest out, the light, the big boy. Yeah, that even charges the roots and your bones. And let me say that. The other day I said something, I had to rewatch the video, but your bones are the last to decay. So, and your bones is what the light of Saturn, calcium phosphate, rules. And without that light, your bones wouldn't exist. Roots wouldn't be there. Your middle finger, it represents the light of Saturn because it's the furthest out. Saturn's the big boy. He's the crown. Heavy is the crown. You have a crown copyright birth certificate. Dude, listen, when it comes to Saturn, I can get on with it because I didn't know this, but my sobriety date is 12/17 in 2014, and on December the 17th is the beginning of Saturnalia in ancient times, and still is. It's just, if you watch Vin Diesel in that movie, The Witch Slayer, I think that's the name of it. When Frodo, or whatever his name is, from Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter or whatever the Saturn movie is, when he goes, sure is a different world, isn't it? And he goes, Vin Diesel goes, hell no. He goes, only on the surface. And see, listen, it's just a movie. Okay, let's go back to the towns. When I'm a demon now. Listen to me. Matt's tried to tell you, and you won't fucking listen. Okay? This is what we did. All right? When we covered when our masters, literally physical masters here, destroyed everything, and covered it up. And then they shipped us in. They shipped in orphans, shipped in, listen, they planted Indians, we did. Just like a garden on top of melted structure, and then allowed them Indians to grow into their culture in time to say, hey, get the fuck out of here, and then sell that shit in the history books. That's how deep and far back we go. We're demons. And then we planted you there, just took you, or created you in incubators, just like, what is it, the goddess with all the little babies on her. Shit, I can't remember. There's a lot in there trying to come out. So, and what we did is we set up, I mean, listen, we created people from birth to learn how to set up a town. Sort of how like people would go to school to learn how to be an architect. Well, we taught thousands how to build towns the exact same way, with a town square and a church and a bell, which is all geocentric and Saturn, and a stage. And then eventually we're going to have the bank, and then we had the stores we gave you, and resources. Yeah, you had a little farming, but eventually your offspring, we're going to take all that and make them depend on the resources coming in there, and then eventually we're going to shut it down. That's a long story short. If you can't put that together, it's because you're a dumb goy and I'm a demon. It's very easy what we did. And then gave you newspapers, enough to read, just to buy the fucking resources in the store. And then while our people were popping shit off around your different towns, we were setting it up. And then once we connected the radio waves, where we got y'all all on the same circuit and the same impulse, just like in here, that you don't know about. This gives you harmony, we give you destruction in your head. You're fucking stupid. You won't listen. So ever since generations ago, that fucking destructive, which is good for us, but it's destructive and you don't know it. Hell, y'all have commercials of toilet paper that you've seen now to wipe your ass. That's how stupid that y'all are. You don't realize all that money could go to the citizens, and y'all don't even say nothing. You just say, hey, a good commercial. Matt's crazy. It's like he really solidifies it more for us. You know, and the thing is this. Let's see. How many people are at the State of the Union? No. How many people are on the stage at State of the Union? Okay. Who attends the State of the Union? No, that's not what we want. Okay, there it is. The State of the Union address is an annual message delivered by the President near the beginning of on the current condition of the nation. What a fucking joke. Includes reports on the budget, economy, news. Why would you even repeat any garbage that they've been spitting for 24/7 forever now? It's just overboard. People cannot see, like, this is the fucking problem. And they'll just look at you. It's like, listen, we are being dead serious. You got to start learning how to put this down and go outside and look. And if you have a hard time with it, it's because this connection, the impulse to this is not with that. And that's a fucking no-no. Okay? And I know some of you are like, what the fuck? Listen to me. You just don't understand the power you're missing. This gives you bullshit. That gives you real fucking power. And it should make sense. Everything down here you've seen with your eyes, which is, we've done the videos on them. I've said it. Listen, this entity knows. They even tell you. Even in Nefarious, he says we do it right in front of your face, and that's the whole thing is you can be presented with so much evidence. And what it is the average person is, if they're actually listening or looking at it, you got to understand, these controllers know that the average person that is so dumb in here with bullshit, that if they see something so overwhelming, that is just so fucking powerful, that the instinct in them through their entire life of being indoctrinated is to turn around and to automatically forget about what they saw, just like a program. They tell you on TV, we now return to your regularly scheduled programming. But here's the thing is Woodrow Wilson giving his first State of the Union address the first time since 1801. 181 is the 42nd prime, and I had to just throw that in there. Let's see. I don't want to get into these numbers. Invitations. It says every member of Congress can bring one guest to the State of the Union address. The president may invite up to 24 guests to be seated. Well, let's see how many guests did Joe Biden invite? Oh, there it is. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to the State of Union. Does it say it somewhere? Because it's saying 24. There's the guest list. The White House announces guest list for the First Lady's box. Okay, but how many is there? I don't care about each individual one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20. Okay, now listen, if there's just 20, and then there's her, then that's 201. And then you need to Google the 201 Jesuits. Look, it's not, they laugh at people. Like, they're to the point now to where you can literally see it in their face. Like, I'm serious. Like, they're so confident with their bullshit. Now, because it's coming to an end, they're going to introduce some shit and it's all got to collapse eventually. Shit's got to stop. People don't understand that. They do not understand that all they tell you in Batman. Listen, Bane tells you how they do it through false hope. You give them just a little bit of hope to hold on to, and then fucking shatter it. These are fucking like this. This is the biggest black magic sorcery that the world has ever been under. Okay? And the only fucking way that they can do that is through these. And then forcing the pills, forcing the chemicals, the images everywhere, and then unlocking this fucking Ahrimanic deity every fucking where. And see, the younger generation, this is it. In their head, whatever comes through this is real. Look at this. You know what I mean? Parents that are so dumb, they can't even see it because they're just sitting there, hey, and whatever it is they do justifies their selfish action. And it's not their fault. And it really isn't. It's really not their fault at all. But I'm fucking tired, and I'm going to go in here and watch this bullshit for a minute, and then I'll do another video probably after it, because it's there's so much. The crazy thing is that so many millions of people will be watching this, and so lost with nothing in their brain but thousands of hours of bullshit to solidify that all of it's real. And listen, I'm going to be like Slim Shady with the real Joe Bidens. Please stand up, because we can tell you it ain't going to be. Listen, there's fucking probably 100 of them. These are fucking wizards doing this. To make people do what? Just look at your society. Those are not happy fucking people. They're not angry either. They're just there. They get up and go consume that environment and go right back in. and then wait on the shit to break them down, and then go fucking to hospitals and go, I caught some shit. He's crazy. And never, ever fucking do shit. This is what the fuck has created these Ahrimanic spirits. Now, that's the real state of the union. Because, ta-da, hell yeah. Alright, I'm taking a break. I'm going to watch that garbage and we'll be back. I love you.